Hi everyone, welcome back to the podcast. So, MDI Gurgaon interviews are known to be profile driven and concept focused, but what actually happens inside the PI? Let's hear from the real experience. Hi Aditya.
Hi, Abhilasha. Um,
So, so today we are talking to Aditya who appeared for the Management Development Institute Gurgaon PI. Let's get into it. So, welcome to the podcast, Aditya. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
Glad to be here.
So, what was your background and why particularly MDI Gurgaon?
My background is English honors from Delhi University, and from that I had 12-month experience in construction field as well. So, as I want to further get into consulting firm, and MDI has been a mecca for consulting and marketing. So these two things really align well with my career and short-term goals and long-term ones as well. So MDI was one of the top preferences that I had given my CAT score also. So that is the reason that I chose to appear for the MDI interview.
That's really nice. So, what was your first reaction when you got the MDI interview call?
I was honestly more than happy because from the CAT score and the calls that I had received from the private institutions, MDI was is one of the top choices that I have in my hand at the moment.
It's nice. So, how did you prepare specifically for MDI, or is it like similar to other B schools?
I'll say that MDI follows it follows GD, VAT, and PI, all three of them. So I had to prepare for all three of them separately. And being enrolled in PrepBee, I got a lot of dossiers for GD and VAT as well. And I took a couple of mocks as well. And I did do research on MDI's profile and everything, what the collaborations they have, what case studies do they do, and what companies come there for the SIPs and everything. So that helped me prepare specifically for MDI.
That's really nice. So, how was the panel vibe and how was the environment there? It is like your PI went really serious, or is it more conversational?
Right. So when I enter the campus, to be honest, the campus is a beauty. It's filled with greenery, it's color everywhere. So you'll have a very relaxing vibe over there. When you get to the waiting room where there is, it's also nice. You'll get your documents verified initially, and then you'll be proceeded to the GD VAT room. And the GD VAT room has 10 members per panel. You'll be given a GD topic, and it will be followed by the same for VAT as well. And then you'll be the same panelists who are there for GD VAT will be taking your PI. For my experience, at least, there were two panelists. I think the female one was should be between 35 to 40, and the male one happened to be 45 to 50. So the female panelist was a more chill side, and she was more on the conversation vibes. On the other hand, the male panelist was also nice, but he took up the role of putting a pressure on the candidate. So if you are talking to the female panelist and if you utter something that shouldn't be uttered, you take a wrong word, he will interrupt you and he will try to test your patience or calmness, whatever there is. So all in all, I think it's a pretty chill if you are prepared. And if it's your first interview, I'll definitely say take a few mocks because the pressure can get to you if it's your first experience.
That's really realistic, though. What kind of questions dominated your interview? Is it more academic based, work ex, since you have work ex, and or is it more towards the current affairs side?
It was mix of everything, to be honest. It started off with the HR questions, the basic ones which you prepare for, and then it went more towards what businesses I have heard of. It was not about current affairs. It was business news that I've heard of, and then a case was given to me if I am put in the position of that company, so how I would deal with the problems that are going to be there. And then since my work ex did not have a lot of room to be explored, so a lot of questions were based on my academics. But at the same time, my fellow panel mates did say that उनके work ex के ऊपर भी बहुत सारे questions आए थे. So I'll say that
Okay.
work on that.
So, is there any question, since you mentioned it is more towards your work ex, it's all about you basically. So, is there any question which caught you off guard and which made you think deeply?
See, uh, when they get into your academics, there can be instances where they get deviated from your academic. I am from English honors and we study literature, right? So
Yeah.
grammar is not our forte. We are not supposed to really capitalize on that. And then he started asking me questions about grammar. He started testing my adjectives and adverbs. So it's not that I was not prepared for it, but it definitely caught me off guard. So if you are somebody who has technical background, there will be questions which are not directly from your background, maybe far away, but you will be caught with that.
Okay, so what do you think MDI Gurgaon actually evaluates in a candidate?
Uh, what I felt, it looked how you are articulating your thoughts, how you are expressing yourself, how you are handling yourself. And when they realize that you are able to handle the pressure, they will throw more pressure at you, and they will throw pressure in a way that you don't expect to see it. And if you are able to do that, they'll again try to test you by cross questioning everything that you have answered. They'll ask you, are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? And that makes you second guess things. So if you are sure about that, stick to your answer. If you're not, I think go the other way.
Okay, so any one word for your MDI PI?
I'll say that it was a really good experience for me. It was very testing for me for everything that I've prepared so far.
So any advice for the students who are going to appear for MDI PI?
Definitely one thing that I would say, that if you know something for sure, go ahead and answer it. If you don't know about it, if you're going to guess about it, please try to make sure to ask the panel that you want to take a guess. Don't just take a guess, because if you're going to be wrong about that, they will grill on that, because they are looking opportunities to grill. They're not a grilling panel, but they are looking for opportunities. And if you give them that, they'll not miss on that.
Thank you so much, Aditya. Thank you for sharing your honest experience with us. And to everyone who are preparing for MDI, their values clarity. As you mentioned, they are looking for grilling yourself if you're giving them any opportunity. So be confident and have strong fundamentals. So stay genuine and all the very best to all the students. Thank you, Aditya.
Thank you. All the best, everyone.